Welcome to the Android channel, and this is the Android and Google related news for Friday, August 31st, 2018. And today, in our Android news, Google Assistant is actually getting an update. And for people like me, that's going to be nice. And I will, of course, try to test that out. It is now multilingual. Google Assistant has now the ability to listen and understand at two different languages at the same time. And this is pretty cool, especially here, because I've been doing demonstrations to friends that don't really speak very much English and always kind of wanted to have that possibility of easily switching to another language. And of course, I will be checking that out. Well, it's interesting. Google is actually tracking your offline purchases habits in the United States. It seems that MasterCard and Google have some kind of deal. And Google actually knows what you purchase, when you're just going to a brick and mortar store or a restaurant or whatever, and you're paying with your MasterCard. Well, the search giant knows about it. But the reason it knows, it wants to see if ads that it has on the internet actually influence your purchases. Google has released, of course, no, we're not talking about that yet. We're talking about, of course, the US government, and of course, as Donald Trump says that Google is not fair, now a senator is asking for the Federal Trade Commission to take another look at the company for wrongdoings. Will the war on tech giants from the US government change anything? It's sure about one thing, is that the tech giants are now getting more and more, enemies, basically, or are almost looked as enemies of the state. Now, Google has released its August 2018 security bulletin for Android. If you're on a Pixel phone, of course, you're getting all of this right now. On others, well, it depends. Some are still on the July, security. I am on the Galaxy phone in the June security, which is nuts, staying so far behind. And of course, at some point, you'll get an update. Fixes, there's a lower number of critical security problems this month, but there's still a lot of them. And if you want to have a little more details, I'll be, of course, talking about this and kind of hinting where and how this is going to roll out, depending on what phone or what device you have available. Well, of course, IFA 2018 is starting now. It has already been there with tons of announcements. It's, of course, in Berlin. This is the equivalent of the Consumer Electronics Show, but it's even bigger. It is actually the biggest show in the world. And there's a lot of announcements for Android stuff. We now learned that almost every smartphone maker has several new Android devices coming, some with Android One, and even Huawei that wants to make sure that it will stay in second place. Lots of interesting stuff there. Anything out of the ordinary, anything that might be of interest, I will talk, of course, on this Android channel. And finally, Electrolux is actually going to release a series of smart ovens that will be powered by the Google Assistant. Yes, you will now be, in 2019, able to talk to your oven and ask questions and even control it with voice commands. So this is an interesting aspect of these devices. And I don't know how well these are going to work, but kind of interesting. And this was the Android news for Friday, August 31st, 2018. You enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.